What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. After yesterday's Call of Duty Infinite Warfare First Look Camo video, I took to Twitter at BlackTideTV, link in the description, to ask you guys which camouflage or kit you'd like to see next in the First Look series, and you guys voted in the Gold Circuit Camouflage. So in today's episode of First Look Camos here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, we'll be taking a look at that camouflage for you. Now, if you missed the first video of the day, I will leave a link to that one in the description down below as well. In today's video, we discussed the Titanfall 2 DLC known as Colony or Colony Reborn, which is a brand new DLC, absolutely free weapon, free map, and a bunch of other pretty cool stuff. And I'm just really enjoying the Titanfall 2 content right now. I might be pushing out a couple more Titanfall 2 videos in the future, so you definitely want to get caught up. So I will leave a link to that video in the description down below. Free content is always nice. Brand new content is always nice, and speaking of brand new content, the Gold Circuit Camouflage here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered is currently one of the most brand new camouflages in the game. This is a Lion Strike camouflage, meaning that this is first generation Lion Strike. There hasn't been a second generation of Lion Strike yet. Brand new camouflage. This one is part of the MAC-10 kit. So if you want to get the MAC-10 submachine gun as seen in today's gameplay, you will actually have to purchase this camouflage or find it in supply drops or what have you. It's an epic camouflage. You're probably going to want to find it in supply drops because it is going to be pretty hefty on your parts wager. It's a lot of money. It's an epic camouflage, and it's a brand new epic camouflage. I think it was like 3,000, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty expensive. So I was lucky enough to get this one out of supply drops, and it's really nothing special. I would actually be upset, even if I was going for the MAC-10, I would be upset with spending 3,000 parts just to get this camouflage. I think it's 3,000 parts. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere around that area, but I would be upset with spending 3,000 parts on this item, even if I was going for the MAC-10. Because it's a really ugly camouflage in my opinion. It's like leather. It's kind of like really old, like, I don't know, like book binding leather or something like that. And that's got like these golden buckles all over it. I think they're buckles. I honestly don't even know how to explain these golden things. Like golden circles, circuits, I guess you could say. Haha. But the camouflage itself really isn't that great. It doesn't go on the SMGs too well. It is, of course, an SMG camo being part of the MAC-10 kit, but it doesn't really go on the SMGs too well. It doesn't fit in with this game. And why the fuck would you have a leather submachine? I don't get it. I don't understand this camouflage. I think it looks terrible. And even on the MAC-10, it's funny because it's a MAC-10 camouflage. It's part of the MAC-10 set, but I think the MAC-10 is the SMG that it looks the worst on, if that makes any sense. So there's that for you. Very strange looking camouflage. I think a lot of you guys voted it in just because it was Gold Circuit and it sounds like it's going to be really cool. Because of course I can't give you descriptions of what all these camouflages look like when I put up the Twitter poll. I think you guys probably voted it in because you're like, ooh, Gold Circuit, that sounds pretty cool. Vote. And the camouflage is this fucking monstrosity. So there you have it, guys. The Gold Circuit camouflage. I would not recommend you purchase this camouflage. Hopefully you can find it in supply drop so you can get that MAC-10. But personally, I would be upset if I spent 3,000 or so parts on this camouflage, even if I was going for the MAC-10. The MAC-10, really great weapon. I highly recommend it, but this camouflage, I certainly do not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next First Look Camo video, which should be coming out tomorrow.